everyone, me again. Welcome back to my channel. As promised, I said I would do a video for you every Friday, so here I am again, which is very unlike me. So thank you so much for tuning back in. As always, please give the video a big thumbs up if you like it, and also don't forget to subscribe somewhere down here. That would be very much appreciated. So you might be wondering why you've tuned in and I'm wearing nothing on my face. The answer to that is because I'm testing this little pot of joy. This is the new YSL All Hours Foundation. It doesn't launch until the end of the month, but you can go and get a 7-day sample from YSL right now. So that is exactly what I did. So just a little bit of a background about that. It is supposed to be a 24-hour wear, matte finish, full coverage, waterproof foundation. Now, that to me sounds like my worst nightmare because I do not like full coverage or matte finish. But I do love YSL as a brand, particularly their bases. So I have the Fusion Ink and the Touche Eclat at the moment, and I love both of them. So I thought I would give it a go. I have already done all my morning skincare, but I haven't moisturised, so I'm going to use the YSL Moisture Glow. I've got a little pot of that as well, because I figured if I'm going to do it, I should do it properly. So I'm just going to get a little bit of this out and smooth that across. This foundation, I believe, is being launched on the 30th of August. And I believe it is the same price as their main foundations, so £33.50. It is quite steep, but one thing I will say is they do last ages normally because you only need the smallest amount. So for that reason, I do really like the YSL bases. They last ages. So I've just popped that all over to give myself a little bit of moisture. Generally, I don't like any full coverage foundations. I've tried Estee Lauder's Double Wear, I've tried the Urban Decay All Nighter, the Clinique Beyond Perfecting. For me, my skin is very dry, so I find that it kind of accentuates that normally, and I really think it's so unflattering on me that I don't like it. However, I have wanted to find a full coverage foundation for a little while because if I'm going on a night out or if I've got an event or something like that, I do want something that I can wear that's going to give me a little bit more, because obviously sometimes a light coverage foundation doesn't really stand the test of time. I'm also going to use the YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer, which we all know I love, so definitely still going to want to wear this underneath. I just love that it gives me that really nice smooth blurred effect because I do have uneven texture on my skin, and I also suffer with quite big pores, weirdly, specifically on my forehead. Who knew that was possible? But this is the perfect time for me to try this because I have got a really bad breakout across my chin, so it would be a really good time for me to know whether this is actually going to last the day and stuff like that. So hopefully, I really don't want to hate it because I just love YSL so much that I don't want to be disappointed, but I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake just to make sure. I don't... Okay, so it's not that thick, which I like. I'm going to pop it on my hand and work from my hand. So it's quite creamy and thick, but it's not watery, and it's not like paste, because that's the thing I think I hate about Double Wear. So it's like a paste. So I'm literally just gonna show you my very messily applied piece of my hand. So as you can see, it's not sort of drippy or anything like that. I chose the colour BR30. I'm not sure if that was the right decision because I normally wear BR20, but I'm a bit browner at the moment. And the BR30 was really pink, so I didn't want to go for that. Right. I'm going in with my YSL Y Brush, which I love anyway because it really buffs foundation into the skin nicely. Okay. So I love how it's applying. It's still really nice and easy to work with. It's not sort of very thick because I do find that, I think especially Double Wear is so thick that it's actually really hard to move around the face, whereas this still feels quite easy. I feel like I might have been ambitious with the shade. It looks like it could be a tad dark, but you know what? That's not the most important thing. We're looking at the formula and the finish, not the colour. Well, that's the rule I've just made, because I don't know how I feel. Right. Don't dislike the colour. I think maybe I was just being ambitious. Okay. Just gonna literally put this everywhere, like I would normally do. It is high coverage, but it's not like a mask. So my first impressions are that I quite like it. But I'm gonna just do a very quick makeup look, just so I can see, like as a finished product, what it looks like. So, I'm just gonna tilt. So far so good, because it's matte, but I don't look flat. I still have some dimension in my face, so I do quite like that. I'm going to go in with the YSL Touche Eclat under my eyes. This packaging is so pretty. It's the Christmas one. I have been through about 100 million Touche Eclats, and I love it when they bring out the like special edition ones, because it's a really good way to con me into buying something I don't need, because I just love the idea of having something that looks so pretty. This has been my favourite though, the Sparkle Clash. I didn't get my hands on any of the lipsticks, but I got the Touche and I'm happy with that. I'm going to go just in areas where I do need a little bit more coverage in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and that is in the shade Light Warm. I do need a bit of coverage help at the moment, which is annoying because I haven't done for a little while. Who knows what's going on there. Right, and I'm just going to literally... I always use my hands for concealers because I think they blend better. Just going to take this around the chin area. Oh, such a hard task, all this. Right. I love this concealer because it's such good coverage, but it doesn't look like cakey or chalky, which does happen again because my skin's quite dry. It's prone to breakouts, but if I use like quite a, I don't know, you know, like those really, they're normally in a pot, the concealers that are in a pot, and they dry down to a very matte finish. I normally wear something like that on a spot if my skin is quite normal or oily, but when my skin is dry like it is now, it just dries and looks absolutely awful and just enhances the flakiness. Right. I very much overestimated how much concealer I was going to need, so that's really good. The fact that I've just had to put a tiny bit around, because I have put a lot of concealer on my hand. Probably the amount of concealer that I would normally put on. So I've still got quite a lot left, which is impressive. I'm very happy about that. Nearly dropped that then. Right. Okay, so still so far so good. It's not sinking into any of the lines on my head. It's not sinking into my pores. I am happy with that. So I'm going to use a little bit of powder. I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Translucent Powder Duo, and I'm going to use the matte shade. Oh, the matte shade rather than the glow shade, because go hard or go home. That's the way I'm looking at this. I'm terrified. Right, I'm just going to literally pat that in. I never ever swipe the powder brush over my face. I always like pat it, which I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but I like it better because I don't like swiping it everywhere and moving my makeup. So I like to set it in place and then I can swipe with like bronzer and stuff. Right. So it is matte, but it's not, I don't feel like I've lost any sort of life in my skin, which is what I don't like the look of. So I'm very, very pleased with that. I'm actually going to just pop a little bit of bronzer on. So I'm going to use my Clarins Summer Bronzer. I love this. Now, it was expensive. It's out of stock now as well, so I don't think you can get it because it's one of their limited edition summer ones. I think they're like £30, but there's 20 grams of product in this. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to get through it all. Ever. I've had a 9 gram, maybe even 8 gram blusher from Benefit for about 6 years, which is really gross, but it's only just hit pan, and I used to use it like every single day, so God knows if I'll ever get through this, but you know, we'll see. I'm going to pop a little bit of blusher on. I'm going to go with Galifornia by Benefit because I love this. It is this shade, which is a really beautiful peachy pink. I feel like this just puts so much life into my skin. And although it's really glum and horrible outside, it's nice to have a little bit of a summery pop. We'll just pretend it's still summer. Although in Britain, August is the end of summer, not the height. Or apparently it is this year. So yeah. Oh. Still liking that. You can apply product over the top of this and it still sits really nicely, because sometimes with a really powdery matte finish foundation, oh, there we go, I've got an eyelash, okay, yeah, sometimes with like a really matte finish foundation, it almost just won't let you apply anything over the top, it just kind of sits. I'm going to apply a little bit of MAC Soft and Gentle, which looks like this. I really like this highlighter. I'm too scared of being completely matte, so I'm gonna just a little bit. Oh, I love this because I'm not a huge fan of MAC base products. I definitely like their lip products, but not their base products. But that is so nice. It's just the right amount of highlight for me. I'm gonna pop a little bit of Urban Decay primer potion on. I'm going to do the quickest eye look known to man. So I've got this little sample. I need to get a proper eye primer. That is a proper eye primer. A full-sized eye primer. Because that one is really close to running out. I don't know if it will be this one I buy. Purely because it makes my eyelids quite dry. And if you get it anywhere than your actual eyelid, it just goes like crusty. And it's such a pain to clean if you've already done your whole face. So this is going to be the quickest eye look you've ever seen in your life. If you ever have 5 minutes to get ready for work or ready for something, this is, you know, what I'm doing for you, helping you out. So I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Caviar stick in Jungle. Yeah, it is called Jungle. Is it called a Caviar stick? It's one of their eye crayons. I love this colour because rumour has it this is the colour that Sarah Jessica Parker wears, and I love her. And I always think she just looks like effortlessly gorgeous, so, you know, if she can, why can't I? I literally just scribble a little bit of this on and then blend it in with my finger, because I do find that the warmth of your hand helps blend this better than if you use a brush. Now, I'm all about quick and easy eye looks. I don't like eyeliner at all. I'm going to go slightly under the eye with that as well. And again, still use my finger. I don't really like wearing eyeliner. It's very, very rare that you'll find it on my eyes, because I just think it looks horrible on me. I've got very hooded eyes, and I find that if I wear liner, there's no point in wearing any shadow, because as soon as I open my eyes, all you'll be able to see is the liner anyway. So I prefer shadow. Actually, even that's quite a revelation, because I used to literally wear mascara and probably a little bit of kohl underneath my eyes, but nothing else. So my style has matured. Okay. I just love it. It's so pretty. I mean, I could probably layer it with something else, but for today, I'm not going to, because this isn't about my wonderful makeup look. This is about whether or not this foundation is any good. Go in with a bit of mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational at the moment, and I really like it, and I think it's like $8.99, which is amazing because I spend upwards of like at least £20 normally on a mascara, and if I'm being honest, I've got really short lashes, and they're quite straight, and some of the like high-end mascaras just don't do anything, and they're a lot of money. So to have found one for like £9 that is doing a really good job, I'm really happy with. I've probably got about 10 mascaras or something at the moment. Oh, flip that, there we go. And this is the one that I am reaching for most, so I'm really happy with that. Although I don't like the fact that I can't get this stupid sticky security tag off, but that's another story. And then I'm just going to very quickly finish with a little bit of the YSL Babydoll Kiss and Blush. This is in shade 12. I love this. It's got such a good little applicator. And it's like the perfect nude for me. It's a bit orangey, but I really do find nudes hard, so this one's perfect. And it's got, again, I'm just very afraid of the word matte. This has got like an almost matte finish, but it's so satiny, and I can still do this without losing it all, so I love it. So that is my super quick and easy makeup done, because I'm not really going anywhere today. I'm just going to see how this wears, and I didn't want to sit and bore you all to death because you're here for a foundation review, not a makeup tutorial. So I absolutely love it. I really, really like this. It feels really velvety on my skin as well. It doesn't feel dry. I think, honestly, this is the best matte foundation I have ever used. I do think that it's good because I think it's going to be suitable for like every skin type, because that's what I hate, is when it's just formulated for like oily skin, because obviously if you've got oily skin you prefer more of a matte finish. So that really annoys me that they don't do like a matte finish that's suitable for everyone, but this could be it. I am stunned because I just didn't think I'd like it, but it is so good. Just absolutely amazing. I haven't done my eyebrows, by the way, but it's a bit late for that now. Maybe I'll fill them in after. Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. I could almost certainly say that I'm going to go and buy this. I'm probably going to have a proper colour match to see which one would suit me year round, because now I've done my whole face, I actually do quite like the colour of the B30 though. So maybe that is the one I'll go for. I'm absolutely stunned. Like, I really didn't want to hate it because I love YSL so much, but I didn't expect to be like blown away by it, and I am. So I'm really happy. I feel really happy about that. I love it. Oh, I love it. Perfect. Well, there we have it. I think that this YSL foundation is really, really good. I think that it is going to be suitable for everyone. And even if you're not a big fan of a matte finish or a full coverage, I actually still think that it's worth a try. And the fact that you can go and get that sample literally right now before it's launched is so good, because it gives you a chance. And I think they last 7 days. I suppose it depends how much you put on your face, but they're supposed to be like a 7-day sample, so you can do like a full week of wear with that. And then obviously if you love it, then you can grab it when it is launched. But I'm really massively impressed, so it gets a big thumbs up from me. Absolutely love it. There's nothing more to say. I'm shocked. I am shocked. So that's everything, I guess. So thank you so much for watching, again. It's been so lovely to sit down and do a little bit of a review for you. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as I said, please give it a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. There will be new content every single Friday, which is very exciting. I've got something quite exciting planned for next week's video. Please leave a comment below to let me know whether you've tried it or whether you're going to go and grab yourself a sample, and how you feel about YSL bases in general, or actually whether you've got any suggestions for me to try sort of other foundations that have a bit more full coverage, a bit more matte, but will still be suitable for dry skin, because I'm always down to try something new. So thank you so much, and I'll be back with you next Friday. Bye guys!